Knees out wide, starting to move down on our backs, allowing our knees to fall open with gravity, allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. Again, we'll be doing yin today, so if you have a bolster and a block, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's also completely fine. And let's go ahead and ring the gong to start practice. And then as I say, moving down on our backs, soles of our feet together, knees out wide, starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction, from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow the breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the breath to go to anywhere in your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale. up. Inhale those knees and arms to center. And again, exhale as your knees fall to the left, arms to the right. If you're on a bolster, this might be more intense. Again, opening up those right obliques, releasing toxins as you do. Breathing in and out. And smile. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. Inhale back to center. And exhale as your knees fall to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, opening up those left obliques. And smile. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Drag those shoulders back and down. If you're on the mat, then rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. If you're up on a bolster, just stay where you are, unless you'd like to roll up. And again, smile. It's Tuesday. It's such a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. There's so much promise in every new day. Then slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Breathing in and out. Then gently roll over, pressing into the floor of the mat. Remove your block and your bolster, and then roll back over onto your backs. Again, drag those knees in, grab opposite elbows, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then just to open up, let's go ahead and grab onto our insteps, dragging our knees down towards our shoulder blades as far as you can. Again, pushing up with your feet, pulling down with your hands in Happy Baby. We're working towards getting both knees down to the ground. Again, very difficult, but that's the motion that we're moving towards. Good job. And keep breathing. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that left thigh. Drag your shoulders back and down. Flex your foot. And exhale as you extend above you. And again, your hands can be wherever you like. They can be on your thighs, on your calves. You can also move all the way up to your toes. And again, possibly use a strap if you'd like to. I don't like using a strap because it allows you to go farther than what you might really need in your body. But it's always a possibility if that's the way you like to practice. Again, dragging that left hip back and down towards the mat. Breathing in and out. And smile. slowly inhale as you allow that right arm to fall open to the right with gravity, palm down. And exhale as you allow your leg to fall open. So your left leg is coming down towards the floor. You can use a block or a bolster underneath your leg if that's in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, breathing in and out. I put too much lotion on today, so I can't hold on to my foot very easily. Again, drag those shoulders back and down as well. Imagine your heart's opening, breathing in and out. Again, we're talking about the different chakras. We've been going through them every day. Obviously, we're up to the throat chakra right now. And the throat chakra is a beautiful turquoise color. Some people say sky blue. Again, it's our voice box. It allows us to express ourselves. And it's important when we're using this chakra, this throat chakra, that we realize that we can do wonderful things with this throat chakra, or we can do terrible things with this throat chakra. So it's so important to use our voice to be heard in positive, uplifting ways. And I think that one of the issues, obviously, when we do hear things that are not uplifting, is that throat chakra is not properly open. So we work to open all of our chakras. Again, through the breath, through concentrating on that chakra, and remembering that every time that we say anything, in French we say you should turn your tongue 3 times in your mouth before you say anything, which I think is such a pretty way to say it. Just remember that words have power. Words are so important in our lives. Not just the words that we're saying to people, but also the words that we're saying about ourselves. We should always be saying encouraging things about ourselves. Inhale back to center. Extend that right leg. And then exhale as you grab onto your left foot with your right hand. Allow that left hand to fall down to the mat with gravity. And allow your left leg to fall down to the right as far as it can. And again, as I said, if you feel that the things that you're saying are maybe negative, feeling negative to you or to others, it might be because you need to go inward and realize that it just needs to open. That throat chakra needs to open so that all of the kindness, all of the wonderful love that we have inside of us radiates to all of those around us. And I truly believe that yoga helps us to be able to express ourselves in a kind and positive way by opening those chakras every time that we practice. breath. And the most important thing to remember is that you have to be kind to yourselves. You have to love yourselves first before you can love everyone around you. Showing yourself self-love, being able to do things in your honor are so important because we're so lucky to be here. Inhale back to center. And then exhale as you bend your knees and draw those knees in for a hug. Again, giving yourselves a huge hug. Thankful for the fact that we're here on the mat practicing together. Good job. And then place the soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that right thigh. Exhale as you drag those shoulders back and down and extend that right leg. Again, flexing your foot, breathing in and out. And then possibly grab onto your calf or to your toes, or use a strap if you'd like to. Wherever you are is perfect. And again, remember to be kind to yourself, practicing self-love as much as possible. I don't think I've ever seen a situation in my life where someone was being mean-spirited just because they are mean-spirited. I think that everyone who does anything that's mean-spirited does it because they don't love themselves. And again, it's so important for us to practice self-love first, and then be able to give all of that love and kindness to everyone around us. Let's slowly inhale as you allow that left hand to fall down to the floor of the mat with gravity. Exhale as you allow your right leg to fall open as far as you can. Again, maybe using a block or a bolster on the right side if this is in your practice. Breathing in and out. Again, opening these hips opens up your root chakra as well. Allowing you to be more grounded, more balanced in your life. And smile again. There's so much goodness in this world. I just had a friend of mine from Texas who's been in Helping Parents Heal for almost as long as it's been created, for like 15 years, and she is now wanting to start a Helping Parents Heal donor parents group, which I think is just beautiful. So this would be for any parents who have their children who have donated when they passed, and I think it's a wonderful thing to do as well. Inhale back to center. extend that left leg. Grab on to your right foot with your left hand. Allow that right hand to fall down to the mat with gravity. And exhale as you allow your right leg to fall over to the left. Dragging that right hip back and down, breathing in and out. And I just want to say I'm probably so excited today because one of my favorite people, who's one of our affiliate directors, is going to be doing a gallery reading tonight. And she is a Shining Light Mom twice over. She has 2 boys in spirit, one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And she started becoming psychic right after her second son transitioned, and so she's been doing this for quite some time now. She's also an affiliate leader in Virginia, and it'll be so wonderful to have her on. Again, we're dragging that right hip back and down, so towards the mat. That's the direction you should be going in. Again, breathing in and out as we open up those hips, grounding ourselves more and more as we do. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees, grab opposite elbows, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, place your feet as wide as the mat. Arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale as your knees fall down to the left. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, windshield wipers. Inhale back to center. And exhale as your knees fall down to the right. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the left, and this time place that left foot on your right thigh, if this is in your practice. And look over your right shoulder, again in windshield wipers. We're opening up our hips and our thighs as we do. Slowly release that left foot. Draw those knees back to center and exhale your knees down to the right. Place that right foot on your left thigh. And again, look off to the left in windshield wipers. Breathing in and out as you do. Slowly release that right foot. Inhale those knees back to center. Draw your knees in, rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. And then roll over to the right side in the fetal position. Remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come up to the tops of your mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. Maybe place your blanket or your bolster in front of you. We'll be moving forward. But before we do, place the backs of your hands on your knees. Make mudras with both sets of fingers. Drag your shoulders back and down. Feel as though a golden thread is dragging the crowns of your heads up towards the heavens. Everything is in alignment. Your crown chakra is directly above your third eye, which is directly above your throat chakra, your heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and your root chakra as well. Drag those shoulders away from your ears again and back. Opening up those hearts as you do. As you breathe in, think I. As you breathe out, think am. Good job. Inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude again. Gratitude for yourself and for others. And then exhale as you release whatever does not serve you, dragging your hands to Anjali Mudra. Inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling love for yourself and for others. And then exhale as you release any fear that you may have. Let it go. And one more time, inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness for yourself and for others. And exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever does not serve you. Good job. And then from here, extend your arms in front of you. Take that right hand, place it over your left and pull back, opening up that left wrist. Drag that left shoulder back and down as well. Keep your arms straight. Breathing in and out. Take that left hand and place it over your right. Pulling back again. Right shoulder back and down. Extend that right arm. Opening up your right wrist as you do. And then going back to the left side, pull the palm of your hand in. Opening up the back of your wrist. Breathing in and out. Remember that left shoulder is back and down. Keeping your arms straight. And then to the right, grabbing onto that right hand with your left hand, pulling the palm of your hand inward. And breathe. Your breath is your power. These are things I could never have done right after I broke my wrist, so it's very exciting. And then move to the left again, this time Spider-Man. Dragging that hand, so you're dragging the back of your hand as close to your arm as you can, opening up. And then to the right side. Again, never would have been able to do that before. It's so exciting whenever I'm able to see how much progress I've made. Breathing in and out. Slowly release. And then drag those shoulders back and down. Again, maybe even make circles with your shoulders, opening them up. Good job. And then from here, inhale that right foot up on top of your left thigh. Again, we're in half lotus. We're going to go in to a deep stretch today. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you open up to the right. And then drag that left elbow on the outside of your right thigh if this is in your practice. Again, you can just place it on the bolster or your blanket or in front of you if you'd like to. But if you'd like a deeper stretch, it gets into your lower back, breathing in and out. This is twisted half lotus, and smile. Sending the breath to wherever you need it. Inhale back to center. And exhale as you fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Reach, 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 reach. Flat back as far as you can. Fingertips come down. Hearts come down. Third eye comes down. Maybe rocking your third eye. Back and forth. Opening up your intuition even more. Again, opening those shoulders, opening your lower backs, your thighs, and your hips. In humbly bowing half lotus. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Draw that right hand back or rock forward and take a bind if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Inbound half lotus. Drag those shoulders back and down again. Maybe even bend that left elbow to open yourselves even more to the right. Inhale back to center. And today let's just go ahead and exhale as you take that left foot and place it on your right thigh. Again, in full lotus. Drag those shoulders back and down. If this is impossible, don't worry, just place it right in front. But we're breathing in and out in full lotus. This is a great way to meditate. Slowly release that left foot and then your right foot. Inhale that right foot up on top of, your left foot up on top of your right thigh. Drag that right foot in. Again, we're in half lotus. And we're going to be doing a twist. Wherever you can go is perfect. Inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale as you open up to the left, east and west. Again, dragging those shoulders back and down. And then possibly drag that right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Again, in twisted half lotus. If this is in your practice, again, you can also place your elbow on the mat, the bolster, wherever you are. You don't have to be in a twist as deep as this. Opening up that lower back, your shoulders, twisting. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Maybe rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Again, in humbly bowing half lotus, opening up your lower backs, your shoulders, your hips, and your thighs. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the left. Grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back or rock forward and take a bind. Again, maybe bending that right elbow to open up even more. Inbound half lotus. Then inhale back to center. And exhale as you lift that right foot and place it on your left thigh, if this is in your practice, in full lotus. Again, wherever you are is perfect. Maybe massaging your feet since they're here. Good job. And then release that right foot, release your left foot. Place your hands on the mat or the bolster, wherever you are in front of you. And roll up into table. Again, in table, our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees. And if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. Inhale first. Again, to cow. Drag those spines down, look up towards your third eye. And again, open up your hearts as you do. Exhale, bending those elbows as you transition. Into cat, drag your spines up, gaze at your navels. Inhale again to cow. This should feel really good. Opening up your hearts once again. And then exhale to cat. Drag those spines upward, gaze at your navels. Come back to a flat back and then place your elbows on the mat again. We're in puppy pose. And again, in puppy pose, if this is in your practice, drag your hearts down towards the mat as much as possible. Opening up your lower backs, breathing in and out. And then again, if this is in your practice, walk those arms out as far as you can, dragging your hearts down in heart to mat pose. Again, opening up your shoulders, your hips, opening up your lower backs, breathing in and out in heart to mat pose. Inhale as you rock forward, placing your hands on the mat. Walk your knees back. We're coming into Sphinx pose, placing our elbows on the mat. Placing the palms of our hands down. Inhale first. Exhale as you look back at that left foot, bending your left knee. Opening up your necks. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you bend that right knee, looking back at your right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look back at that left foot. Inhale back to center. And exhale as you look back at your right foot. Inhale back to center. This time exhale as you bend that left knee, grabbing onto your left foot, pulling it towards you as close as you can, opening up that thigh, Breathing in and out. Slowly exhale as you release that foot. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend that right knee again, grabbing onto your right foot, pulling it in towards you as much as possible, opening up that right thigh. Smile. Exhale as you release. And then from here, plant your hands at shoulder height. Curl your toes under. Inhale first. Exhale all the way back to Ardha Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Again, maybe walking the dog if this is in your practice. Don't feel like you have to. Inhale that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog split. And exhale as you pull it to the top left of your mat. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Again, to royal pigeon. And then exhale as you walk them forward as far as you can. Again, maybe placing that left cheek on the mat, but you can be wherever you want to. You can be on your elbows. You can be on your left cheek, your right cheek. Again, you can also be on your backs if you'd like to. Opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. In humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Again, allowing whatever you're storing on that right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below, where it is recycled, regenerated into positive healing energy. Again, opening our hips is so important because it releases all the gunk we've been holding on to. But it also allows us to be grounded. It allows us to keep our balance, and it also keeps our bones from becoming brittle and breaking later on. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on that right hip, swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and your right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Maybe take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Drag your shoulders back and down. Open up your hearts to the sidewall through the breath. And again, smile. It's Tuesday. So beautiful out today. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And then come up to the tops of your mats in Balasana, Yogi Squat. Placing your biceps, the backs of your biceps just below your knees. Again, hands at Anjali Mudra. All four corners of your feet are growing into the mat. Straightening out your backs, tailbones come in. And then, as I said, feel as though a golden thread is pulling your crown chakra up towards the heavens. Inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. And exhale down again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha. Take a giant step back. This time with your right foot, walk that left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back to royal pigeon. And exhale as you walk them forward as far as you can into humbly bowing resting pigeon. Coming down on your right cheek this time, but you can be on your elbows. You can be on your right cheek, you can be on your left cheek, you can be on your backs. Opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Again, allowing it to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive healing energy. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you come off on that left hip, swing that right leg around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and your left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease. And again, possibly take a bind, breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And then bend your knees. Maybe place your blanket or your bolster on the mat. Arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. This should feel really good. And then place your heels just below your sit bones. Take your block in hand. Inhale as you push your hips up. Placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest, second or third levels. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, in a supported bridge. You can also be in a traditional bridge if you'd like to. Without the support, maybe walk your feet out in front of you. Possibly draw your arms overhead if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Draw those arms back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up. Releasing the block and placing it on the lowest level. Inhale, both legs up. Flexing your feet and legs straight up again. Allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains. This is a natural facelift to be inverted like this. And then exhale as you bend your knees, placing your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up, removing the block. Exhale down. Good job. Draw those knees in for a hug. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend your right leg. Inhale your left arm up overhead. And exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. Look over your left shoulder, opening up those left obliques one last time. Releasing toxins as you do. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Exhale that left leg down. Inhale your right arm up overhead. And then exhale as you push your right knee over to the left. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing in to this full body twist, opening up those right obliques, releasing whatever toxins you may have there that are still remaining after practice. And again, remember to drink lots of water after practice. Inhale back to center, draw those knees in for a hug. Good job. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso. Palms are up to receive, down to ground. Starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement to your fingers and toes, wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead. Extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the field position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room, legs are crossed. Hands are at Anjali Mudra. Heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that exists within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Oh, sorry. It's getting late, huh? Didn't even realize. Having so much fun. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong. And then I will stop the recording. Again, it's always so nice to be with all of you. There we go. Stop the recording.